Howdy, howdy, ho. This is Ryan Knows Tech from TechInform.us. Today's video is another request. It's about Apple's desktop lineup. A couple days ago, we did the laptop. We went over the laptops, the MacBook, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air. I'll try to put that link down below if you missed that one. This time, we're going to talk about the iMac, the Mac Pro, and the Mac Mini. So stay tuned for that little review. Cool beans. All right, so let's start out by taking a look at the Mac Mini. Definitely one of Apple's, well, I don't know if I'd say more popular because I've never seen one in somebody's house, but let's say affordable. I don't know why I clicked on iPad. Affordable desktops. And it really isn't that much of a desktop, though. If we go over and we take a look, good news is the Mac Mini was recently refreshed, so now's a great time to buy one. They probably won't really touch it for another year or so. Introducing the new Mac Mini, redesigned in a very big way. Surprise, surprise, surprise. It's really nice. It's aluminum. It's small. Got great connectivity now. Here's some of the pictures of it. Of course, all this is on Apple.com. Take a look at the back. We have a power button. Surprise, surprise. Power connector, Ethernet, if you still use that. Looks like Firewire, HDMI out to your monitor. A mini display port, which is also nice if you want to have two monitors up to it. If you want to use DVI, VGA, you have that. 4 USBs, an SD card reader, audio in, a headphone port, and then that long horizontal one's just a vent. This thing is actually pretty heavy because it's all aluminum. It's really well built. I have used one basically in Best Buy. That's pretty much it. I've never had one in the home here to play with. But I would definitely recommend it. It's got a nice DVD drive in front. And this definitely has a specific user to it. Once we get into the specifications here, we'll see what this thing looks like underneath the aluminum. It's got Intel's, actually the same processors that are in the MacBook Pro 13-inch, the 2.4 and the 2.6. Intel Core 2 Duo with the 3 megs of cache. Con is the 2 gigs of RAM. You either want 4 or 8 with the Mac. 2 is terrible, 4 is borderline, and 8 is really the sweet spot. Same graphics, the 320M from NVIDIA, 256 meg DDR3. Great card. This thing is really an affordable desktop if you don't want to shell out the extra money for a laptop. That's where it's going. If you really want a good desktop, you're going to be looking at the iMac, which we'll be looking at next. But, I mean, this thing starts at $700. That's the cheapest Mac. Keep in mind, there's no keyboard, there's no mouse, there's no screen. If you already have all of that, this is a good buy. If it isn't, to get stuff from Apple, you'd be in 3 times that price of $700. So you'd really have to spend a lot more to deck out your setup with the Mac Mini and Apple accessories. You can also upgrade that to the 2.6 gigahertz. This is kind of, it's got the server edition of the operating system on it. So this is not really geared to be an iMac replacement or something like that. Really, the Mac Mini does not have a big market share to it. However, the iMac does. The iMac is the ultimate all-in-one from Apple, meaning it's the size of a display with everything in it. There's no tower. There's no big CPU on the floor. Everything's in there. You plug it into the wall. It's got wireless. You're good to go. And they've got, looks like 4 options here. 321 or actually 221.5-inch models. Use those. Great 1080p resolution. Very fast. Pretty affordable for Apple too. And then there's 227-inch models, which are massive, and the resolution's incredible. It's 2560 by 1440. That's bigger than 1080p. I don't know, honestly, if I would want something that's bigger than 1080p, because I have enough problems finding wallpapers for 1080p. I don't know how it would be with even bigger than that. All of these are going to come with 4 gigs of RAM. That's good. 4 gigs is okay. You can update to 8, of course. Hard drives in here, you know, they just get bigger. And then you have Intel's Core i3, i5, and I think you can get an i7 with this as well. So really, this is your best decision to get an iMac, I believe. If you need more power than a 2.8 gigahertz i5 quad core, then you're going to go with the big S-Class here, the Mac Pro. This thing is a beast. I believe it was updated. No, it has not been updated. There's still the Xeon Nehalem processor, which, correct me if I'm wrong, they've been out for a long time. 3 gigs of RAM in the quad core. 3, that's one of those WTF moments. Why is there 3? It should either be 2 or 4. You put 3 in there, you lose dual channel, you lose performance. You can get 12 cores in this thing for $5,000. But you can get 12 cores of 2. You get 2 2.666 core Intel Xeon Westmere processors. Those might be newer. I'm not a big Mac Pro fan. Honestly, it's too big. You still need a screen. They're outlandishly expensive. And very few people need that kind of editing power and power in general. I mean, it's ATI Radeon HD 5770, 1 gig GDDR5. I mean, that's going to fly. But for $5,000, it should move pretty fast. So really, I would recommend the iMac here. I think the iMac's the winner. I've seen so many iMacs in people's tech videos, a couple Mac Minis. But really, you know, it's up to you. I really hope that I helped you decide which one is best for you. I'm going to recommend most of the people towards the Mac, the iMac, a couple people towards the Mac Pro for even more power. And for less power, or maybe you're on a budget, the Mac Mini is still a fantastic machine. You just need the accessories, which, I mean, the stupid mouse is $70. And so's this. Don't buy this. $70 though. Anyways, that'll conclude the video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to check out our site. It's techinform.us. Be sure to look at my Twitter. Links down below, twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. And then every Tuesday night, we're hosting our live shows from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on ustream.tv/user. Make sure you put that user in there. ustream.tv/user/techinformus. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thursday's video. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me a comment. Like it. Talk to you guys tomorrow.